Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel again. You're lucky enough to get two videos today. Quick update on the WPL B36-3. As far as I'm concerned, it's done. Ready for the June show here in Northwest Ohio in 2 weeks. So you all saw in the last video the, it wasn't the Krylon. Oh, what was it? The Rust-Oleum camo paints that I did. So I took it a step further. I got the trailer, I got the wood done. The balsa wood, I kind of scuffed it up and scratched it in places. And then I took like a black, it's actually like leather dye, to put like oil spots on like where the actual tank would sit. And then I used the brown on the rest of it. And then I did a little bit of a black wash with just Testor's black and thinner. And then I used the black outline paint, the detailing paint that I think that Tamiya makes, just to give it a little more depth in places. Nothing underneath, but just on the top, just so it didn't look new. So that's the trailer. Set that somewhere, hopefully it sits. And same thing with the truck. I did a little bit of the weathering, not a whole lot, because I'm going to use this truck, so we'll just let it weather naturally. I got the mirrors on it, the intake, the little spotlight, painted all that stuff flat black. I'm going to insert here a little video where I discussed the metal axles I got last week. A little mail call today from China. Got the metal axles. These are the leaf spring brackets. They have your steering axle with metal rod ends and everything. The rear axle and then the center axle. I think what my plan is, I'm going to take them apart and see how they're greased. And I usually use a blue marine grease. So I'm going to do that. And while I'm outside working on the cab to the King hauler, the day cab, I'm doing some painting. So I think what I'm going to do is paint these flat black so that I'll be able to bolt them on this weekend when they're dry. And then probably what I'll do is I'll probably mask off the motor, and then I'll just rotate it slow and spray the drive shafts so they're black. I didn't Loctite those in yet, so yeah, well, I'm gonna get one of these apart and let's see what they look like inside. Alright, I opened up the center axle, and it was a little excuse me excuse me, it was a little gritty, but they didn't have the set screws on the ends super tight, so I was able to shift the whole axle over and got it tight. And then I stuck it in this side, and it fit the same. And this is probably going to be next to impossible to do on camera and try to hold it without it falling apart. But that's how smooth it is now after moving the axle over to one side, getting the ring and pinion meshed properly. So yeah, that's cool. That's probably as far as I'm going to go tonight. It's kind of nice outside. I want to get outside. But I'm assuming the rest of them look the same. And they did have enough grease in them, but I like my my blue, like waterproof grease that I use and everything. I'll tell you what, these things are beefy. I had to do some modifications. The front one was pretty much bolt in. The back ones, these screws on the stock transmission go all the way through and screw into the top truss brackets. So what I did is drilled those holes through, because these axles come with these 2.5 millimeter holes drilled all the way through and tapped. So I still wanted them to bolt. I had to bolt that truss on the top and then bolt these 4-link brackets on the bottom. That was about it. Wasn't no big deal. Spun it around and painted the drive shafts. Now, I oriented the rear ends, and I mentioned this in one of my last videos. I think the old way that they made the 6x6, so they rotate on the same output shaft of the one piece or the single speed transmission instead of up on that other. So that gave me a little better drive shaft angle. I don't see any torque twists. It's actually a lot stiffer, which is good in my case because I'm using this to haul that tank and it's heavy. I don't really care about, its off-road ability. I wanted it more to be able to handle the load on there, and it's really stiff, which is good because that's what I wanted to do with the truck. So anyways, that's the update on it. Like I said, I think it's pretty much done. I'll do a couple videos outside of it running, and then the next time you see it, it's going to be at the show. So thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you guys later.